big brother. Give that to me.
Those words sounded like a cute little brother asking for a favor, but to me, they were more horrifying than any curse.
Kaito, that's something your big brother cherishes, so you can't have it.
Aw, why not? It's not fair that only he gets to have it.
My younger brother has always wanted whatever I have. He's the kind of kid who would even snatch away my own birthday presents. That's why, for the past few years, my mother started getting a present for him on my birthday too. But
I don't want it. I want my big brother's. I want what he has.
that didn't work at all. My brother's habit of wanting my things never changed.
Kaito, you need to learn some self-control. You have your own.
Mom, if Kaito wants it, I don't mind. My father passed away when I was 6 and my brother was 3, so it's just been my mom and us. I knew it was hard for our mother, who was raising us on her own, to even buy multiple presents.
Thanks, big brother.
To me, a younger brother is the most monstrous creature in the world. Friends I don't get along with, or some big shot who just exploits people, they're all just someone else's problem to me. As long as my mother wouldn't be sad, I could endure anything. That action figure. It was a toy full of memories with my dad. My brother, who made my mother sad, was the monster itself. Anyway, after a childhood like that, time passed, and now I'm Kaname Ueno, 27 years old. I live alone now, and work as a cook at a children's home. I'm sorry, I've been so busy lately, we haven't been able to see each other.
It's okay. More importantly, thank you for coming today.
This is Saya Kuriyama. She's my girlfriend of 1 year. I started living on my own after graduating high school. We met 2 years ago, when she happened to move into the same apartment building. Our dates are usually at the movie theater, since it's a shared hobby. We hadn't been in a while, and when we went today, I saw... Hey, long time no see, bro. It was my younger brother, Kaito, who's 3 years younger than me. We'd barely seen each other since he started working. He went to college because he insisted on it, but he was scouted on the street and ended up dropping out. Now, he's a model. Kaito, what are you doing here? Come on now. More importantly, how about you give me your ticket, bro?
Huh?
You were really looking forward to this movie, weren't you, Saya? I'm glad we finally got to see it.
Did you come because I told you I'd be here today? Oh, you. You're impossible, Kaito.
Why are my brother and my girlfriend talking and laughing together so naturally? For a moment, I couldn't grasp the situation, but then I understood immediately. Kaito, don't tell me. You... Oh yeah, I've been thinking Saya is pretty great. You're the big brother, so just give her to me. You've always given me everything, so it's not a big deal, right? We were both adults now and rarely saw each other, so it had been a while since I'd had to deal with this bad habit of his. The way Kaito lowered his voice, Saya probably didn't know about this toxic trait of his. Saya isn't an object. I won't just hand her over like she's some toy you want. Really? But she already said she likes me more, you know.
I'm sorry. Kaname, you're sincere, cool, and reliable, and I love you, but I just can't leave a sweet younger guy like Kaito all alone. When he knew I was his brother's girlfriend and still threw a tantrum saying he wanted me, it just gave me a thrill.
So they were cheating. I knew my brother was crazy, but I was shocked to find out Saya had a thing for this kind of stuff.
So, you know, since you're the big brother, why don't you just let Kaito have me?
What? She wants me to give up my movie ticket I was looking forward to, and my own girlfriend, to my brother? This is ridiculous. That's what I thought. It's always been like this for me, so I didn't even have the energy to fight back. You'll give her to me, won't you, bro? If that's what Saya wants to, then I don't mind. Just don't ever get involved with me again. With those words, I left the movie theater. The sweet smell of popcorn that usually excites me just made me feel sick today.
It's been a while since we've cooked together like this, hasn't it, Kaname?
The following weekend, I visited my family home for the first time in 2 weeks. Both my mom and I have shift work, and our days off finally lined up. After graduating high school, I started training as a chef under a mentor, and got my culinary license 2 years later. Ever since I got a steady job at the children's home at 22, I've tried to visit my mom as often as possible.
Now that you're a professional chef, Kaname, I hope I'm not getting in your way cooking next to you.
She said that, but then started humming happily. I listened closely to her tune. It brought back fond memories from my childhood. I used to help my mom with the cooking a lot.
Kaname, I'm sorry. I'll buy you a new present next time, okay?
It's okay, Mom. I know Kaito will just want it again anyway. Don't worry about it.
Kaname. Oh, I know. Come over here for a second.
My mom beckoned me to the back of the kitchen, to a spot that was a blind spot from the living room where Kaito was.
Here, say ah. It's your favorite fried chicken, Kaname. I'll give you one just between us.
Oh, okay. It was too hot for a little kid like me to eat in one bite, so she carefully blew on it to cool it down for me. It's so yummy.
I'm glad. Don't tell Kaito, okay?
She whispered as she patted my head. Back then, even as a child, I thought that this moment was all mine. Cooking with you, Mom, is special to me, now and back then.
Kaname.
Mom seems smaller than she used to be, or maybe it's just because I've gotten bigger. She looked at me with wide eyes, as if she was remembering something too, and then she reached out to touch my head.
Thank you, Kaname. I've always loved cooking with you too. Oh, right. By the way, the other day on my way home from my part-time job, I ran into someone.
Ran into who? When I asked her confused, she continued with sparkling eyes, like a schoolgirl talking about her crush.
Saki Yashiro.
Huh?
I called out to her and she remembered me. And you too, of course.
Saki Yashiro. I'll never forget her. She was my coworker at the cafe I worked at in high school, and she was a year older than me. And she was the first person I truly realized I had a crush on. My late first love. The person I looked up to.
Apparently she's been coming around here for work recently. Maybe you'll bump into her by chance someday, Kaname.
I see. Well, I don't come around here that often, so I don't know if we'll ever meet. That's what I said, but the very next week.
It's been a while, Kaname. How have you been?
Unbelievably, I was sitting across from Saki, the girl I admired, in a cafe. Everything happened so fast, I didn't even have time to be confused. I'm doing well, thanks. It's good to see you're doing well too, Saki.
What's with that? You used to talk to me more casually back then. Did our relationship get reset?
That's not it. I couldn't possibly say that I was nervous because she'd gotten even more beautiful. That would be so lame. Back then, it was your job to dig Saki out when she got buried, wasn't it, Kaname? Ah, the good old days. Hey, Saki, how many times does this make?
Come on, hurry up and help me. I'm gonna be late for my shift.
Store manager, well, that did happen, but honestly, it was a real pain.
What are you talking about? I thought you were having fun with it too, Kaname.
The manager of this cafe laughed as he watched us. Yes, this was the cafe where we both worked during high school.
Actually, I've been coming to this area once a week for my housekeeping job. That's when I happened to run into Kyoko. When I told her I wanted to see you again, Kaname, she happily gave me your contact information. So I got in touch.
By the way, Kyoko is my mother. Saki knows her because my mom visited my workplace back in high school. The reason I'm here with Saki today is all thanks to my mother. Mom must have realized that I broke up with my girlfriend. I didn't say anything, and she didn't ask, but it seemed she sensed it anyway. After that, we went out to eat a few more times, and Saki and I even got closer than we were in high school. Then, 2 months after we reconnected, the day finally came.
Coming in.
But please, there's not much to see in here though. The Saki I admired is in my room. I never thought this day would come. Still, I figured Saki was used to visiting people's homes for her job, so I tried my best to calm down.
Wow, your place is so clean. And everything is so tidy.
Thanks. Or maybe it's just that I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm not the type to accumulate things. Everything I have here is important to me. After years of having my things taken by my brother, I realized I had become someone who doesn't own more than necessary.
I see. That means you cherish each and everything you have, which I think is wonderful. But if there was even one chore left to do, I was going to offer my services.
Saki, did you come here planning to make a sales pitch? Her housekeeping business involves visiting clients' homes and helping them with all sorts of household chores. Cleaning, tidying, laundry, meal prep. She's a true professional who can handle any household task. Still, Saki looks so disappointed that I couldn't help but laugh. You've always been such a hard worker, Saki. Ever since we worked together, you haven't changed.
That's not it. I heard you're working yourself to the bone for the kids. I'm proud of you for that, Kaname. But Kyoko told me she was worried about your health.
My mom said that?
Yeah. And of course, I was worried about you too, Kaname. Not as a job. I was just hoping I could help out somehow. Be of some use.
I see. So that's why you suddenly wanted to come over. Saki, you were worried about me.
Anyway, a hard worker, huh? Is that how you saw me? I thought you hated me back then.
What? No, of course not. I almost blurted it out, but caught myself. My feelings for her aren't something I can just say so easily. No, you're right. I wasn't very honest back then. I'm sorry. But I've always respected you, and that hasn't changed.
But I always thought that stubborn side of you was cute.
Then Saki stared at me and slowly got closer. The next thing I knew, my world turned upside down. Saki, what are you doing?
Are you blushing? You have a cute side, you know. Just like the old days.
Huh? No, wait a second. My brain registered that I'd been pushed down on the sofa, but my heart couldn't process the situation.
Hey, Kaname. The truth is, I've always been worried about the dark circles under your eyes. Are you getting enough rest? You're going to rest right there today.
Huh? Dark circles? I hadn't noticed.
It's no use if you work yourself sick, you know. Can I borrow your kitchen? Is there anything I shouldn't touch?
No. Feel free to use anything you'd like.
Really? Then thank you for your business. Leave it to the lovey-dovey housekeeping service.
And so, that day, I was treated to the impeccable service of a housekeeping professional.
I see. So that's what he said. That he keeps his important possessions to a minimum.
The day after Saki's first visit to my house, my mother and Saki were talking in the evening after work.
He always puts up with his younger brother's selfishness, so that might be why. His birthday presents, even the toys filled with memories of his late father, if his brother wanted them, he would give them all away.
Really? Why would he do that?
I think he was trying not to trouble me, not to make me sad. Kaname is such a kind boy. It's because I wasn't good enough that I made him endure so much. And even now.
Kyoko?
Oh, I'm sorry to talk about this. Saki, thank you so much for getting involved with him again. Please take care of Kaname from now on.
My mother started to say something but trailed off, but she quickly put on her usual strong smile, and Saki couldn't ask any further. 6 months had passed since I reconnected with Saki. On this day, it wasn't me who came to my family home. Long time no see, Mom. It was my brother, Kaito, who apparently hadn't been home in a long time.
Kaito, what brings you here today?
What brings me here? I don't need a reason to come back to my own home, do I? Besides, I have good news today. I'm sure you'll be happy too, Mom. Then, Kaito brought a woman into the house. Standing next to him was my ex-girlfriend, Saya Kuriyama. Let me introduce you, Mom. This is my fiancée, Saya Kuriyama. I've decided to marry her.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Saya Kuriyama.
When I was dating Saya, I never introduced her to my mother, so this was the first time they had met.
Fiance? Kaito, if it's something this important, you should have called before coming.
Sorry, it's fine, isn't it? We got to meet properly like this.
I apologize, mother-in-law. This is not how I should have introduced myself. But I love Kaito with all my heart, so please, I ask for your blessing for our marriage.
I see. Mrs. Kuriyama, was it? How long have you been dating Kaito?
About 6 months now. We met by chance on the street and he approached me.
By chance, you say? Was it really a coincidence, I wonder?
Huh?
Kaito, she was your brother's girlfriend until 6 months ago, wasn't she? You approached her knowing she was your brother's girlfriend. Am I wrong?
That's right. My mother knew everything. She knew that I, who had been trying to act normal, had actually had my girlfriend stolen by my brother.
Wait, I'm supposed to be meeting you for the first time today. How do you know about me and Kaname?
Because I am his mother. That reason alone is enough. Or did you think you could hide it from me?
Well, I do feel bad about it, but it was the result of dating both of them seriously.
Mom's right. I always want whatever my brother has. That's why I wanted Saya too. You get it, don't you, Mom?
Wait a minute, Kaito. Don't tell me that's the only reason you approached me.
We brothers have always been like this. If I wanted something of my brother's, there was nothing I couldn't get. When my brother said he wanted to go to culinary school, I told him I wanted to go to college in the future, so he gave up his plans and let me go instead. That's right, I had wanted to go to culinary school after high school, but with my brother going to college, the tuition would be enormous. So at the last minute, I gave up on further education and chose to start working right after high school for the sake of my family.
I knew it. I wanted to believe it wasn't true, but you really haven't changed. When you were little, you wanted everything and anything. But by middle school, you started wanting only the things that were important to Kaname. As you grew up, I could see clear as day that this bad habit of yours was becoming more and more twisted. Until now, I thought that even you were my son, someone I had to protect. But not only did you throw away the educational path your brother gave up for you, but you also stole the person he cherished.
She looked straight at her son, Kaito. There was no hesitation in her eyes. And then...
Kaito, if you are truly going to marry this woman you stole from your brother, then our relationship as mother and son ends here.
Huh? What are you saying?
I didn't abandon you while you were a student, because you were still my son, no matter what. But you're a grown man now. I told you over and over again, stop taking your brother's things. But the day you understood what that meant never came. I feel I've failed as a mother. But if you can't even cherish your own flesh and blood, your brother, then I will no longer protect you.
What the hell? Wait, Mom.
Mrs. Saya Kuriyama? If you want to marry Kaito, do as you please. As of today, I have disowned this child. But let me say this, you were only chosen because you were Kaname's girlfriend. Think carefully about what that means, and don't ever show your faces to me or Kaname again.
She probably never imagined that was the reason. She turned pale at my mother's words, speechless. I had no way of knowing that something like this had happened at my family home. That day, I had a dream of a time long ago.
Kaname, I know you're working hard, but do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, actually. I met a woman who moved into the same apartment building, and things are going well. This was back when I had only one photo of Saya and me together. When I showed it to my mom, she smiled happily.
Oh, she's a lovely person. Don't worry, I won't tell him. I won't tell Kaito. He was terrible in high school, so you couldn't even date freely, could you?
Mom, you knew?
Of course. I've watched over you two more than you can imagine.
My mother said with a smile. I felt her love so strongly, I could feel she was always watching over me. I never knew that my mother had been carrying my emotional scars as her own all this time. The morning after I had that dream, I would find out in an unexpected way. Kaito, what are you doing here? I told you to stay away from me. It was a weekend morning. Saki and I had been drinking at my place the night before, and we were heading out for breakfast at a cafe, when Kaito was waiting in front of my apartment. I wondered how long he'd been there. Don't be so cold, bro. You blocked my number, and I know your apartment building, but not your room number. I've been waiting here forever for you to come out. Me, a popular model. I thought he could have just asked Saya for my room number, but maybe something happened between them. What do you want? I'll get straight to the point. Bro, give me mom. Huh? I had no idea what he was talking about. She's not just my mother, she's Kaito's mother too. Actually, yesterday she told me she was disowning me. All I did was introduce your ex-girlfriend as my fiancé. Disown you? Mom said that? Yeah, she said if I took any more of your precious things, if I hurt you anymore, I wouldn't be your son anymore. It's a shock, isn't it? I don't get why she'd say something like that now. He must have been really shocked, because he looked like he was losing his mind, his eyes unfocused. But he still had that smirk on his face, and his crazed expression sent a chill down my spine. Now? What are you talking about? Mom always scolded you. She told you not to take other people's things. You were the one who didn't listen. It's no wonder she's had enough of you. You brought this on yourself. I can't help it, can I? Ever since I can remember, I've been someone who desperately wants whatever you have. No matter how much I took, no matter how much you gave me, I always felt you had something I didn't, and it pissed me off. The memories of our father that I don't have, our mother's love directed at you, all of it. I always wished it would all just get messed up. It's because of you that I turned into such a piece of crap. I never cared about the reason, but when Mom told me she was disowning me, I finally understood. What I really wanted you to give me was Mom. So bro, tell Mom for me. Tell her, I'm fine, so I'll give you Kaito. You always said that and gave me everything with a straight face, right? You even gave me your precious girlfriend without a fight, didn't you? So Mom, that's fine too, right bro? His outrageous demands made me deeply sad to think that this was my own brother. Do you really think that's okay? Huh? Don't you understand how Mom must have felt when she disowned you? Mom has always protected both of us, no matter how messed up or stupid our relationship was. She never gave up on us. She never abandoned us. Don't you get that? Well, what's with the high and mighty act? You think you're right just because you're the older brother? In the first place, wasn't it your fault for just giving me everything without saying a word? Yeah, you're right. I made the wrong choice as a kid. I thought that if I had cried and refused, Mom would have been even sadder, so I endured it. But even if that had happened, I should have punched you back then and told you to stop messing around. My choice might have caused Mom more pain and let this idiot brother of mine get away with everything. Now that I've realized that, I won't just give up my precious things to my brother anymore. I will never give Mom to you, no matter what. My memories with Dad are a treasure that only I am allowed to have. And the kindness of our mother, who would secretly let me have a taste whenever you took something from me, that feeling is mine alone. Fine, in that case. Gritting his teeth, Kaito turned his gaze to Saki, who was standing behind me. That woman there, she's your new girl, right? Give her to me, then I'll give up on Mom.
How stupid can you be?
What?
I don't know if you're a popular model or what, but don't get ahead of yourself. Even if Kaname said it was okay, I would never become yours. I'm sure Kyoko feels the same way. If you think you can just do whatever you want with people's hearts, you're pathetic.
Saki said it so sharply, her words felt like they were clearing away a little bit of the darkness I'd been carrying in my heart.
More importantly, are you sure you should be worried about that? You seem to have been waiting here for your brother for a long time.
Huh? Saki pointed to a nearby hedge. There, we could see what looked like a paparazzi with a camera pointed at us.
A popular model, I see. I bet the information that you were hanging around here for so long was leaked, wasn't it?
What? Apparently, there were many witnesses, and paparazzi had gathered around. That meant his bizarre behavior just now had been seen by everyone. Hey, stop it. Don't take pictures. When Kaito shouted, the female paparazzi quickly ran off. She's amazing, burying herself to hide like that. In the entertainment world, where image is everything, if this became news, Kaito's modeling career would be in jeopardy. Tough luck, Kaito, but this is all your own fault. I took Saki's hand and started walking away. The time was 11 a.m. Unfortunately, we had missed breakfast time at the cafe. After that, Saya Kuriyama, whose engagement with Kaito had been broken off, was at home in her apartment, pondering what to do.
Ugh, if I knew it would turn out like this, I never would have switched from Kaname. But still, his mother found out I was dating Kaname, so getting back together with him and marrying him now would be difficult. But I really want to be with Kaname again. That's it! Even if we don't get married, a common law marriage might work. Oh, is it that time already?
This is Yashiro from the Lovey-Dovey Housekeeping Service. Thank you for having me again today.
Unbelievably, it was Saki, coming to Saya Kuriyama's home as a housekeeper. However, Saya Kuriyama didn't know who she was, but looking at Saki's expression, it seemed Saki recognized her. To be honest, I didn't know that Saya used a housekeeping service, nor that Saki was the one in charge.
Oh, Yashiro, the cleaning wasn't good enough last time. Make sure you do a thorough job today, okay?
Yes, I'll be sure to keep a close eye on every nook and cranny.
Good. I'm heading out for a bit, so I'll leave it to you.
Saki said that with lifeless eyes. Saya would never realize her true intentions. Perhaps it was because of this connection that my mother had a way of finding out about Kaito's misdeeds, but the truth remains a mystery. Saya Kuriyama had no way of knowing that such a hair-raising, unexpected connection had been formed. Now, a little about what happened after that. As for my younger brother, Kaito Ueno, he caused a stir in public, just as I expected, for his outrageous attack on his own family. His long stakeout was classic stalker behavior. His mama's boy comment about giving him his mother. He was torn apart on the internet, and his reputation as a model plummeted as a result. I'm not a mama's boy or a stalker. What the hell is this article? It seems he sued the weekly magazine that published the article, but with video evidence, he had no chance of winning, and he started losing his modeling jobs. And as for Saya Kuriyama, who hadn't realized my new girlfriend had infiltrated her life.
Hey, you. I want to confess to the boyfriend I broke up with a little while ago. He lives in this building. Can you make something delicious for him? You offer meal prep services, so it should be fine, right?
Let me see. I'm afraid I cannot accept that request.
Huh? Why not? Is there a problem?
Then, Saki checked the time on her watch. After confirming her shift was over, she said her goodbyes, and then...
From this point on, I'm not speaking as an employee, but as an individual. It's useless to try and get back together with Kaname, because he's my fiancé.
Huh?
The color drained from Saya Kuriyama's face in an instant. Even though nothing had been done to her, she must have been terrified by the fact that such a woman had entered her life. She canceled the housekeeping service and moved away somewhere.
Konami, we have the same shift again today. Let's do our best.
Yeah, you too. Back in high school, I was captivated by her smile. At the time, I had a crush on her, but I acted cold towards her. The reason was, I thought if anyone found out about my feelings, my brother Kaito would hear about it. The last thing I wanted was for Kaito to tell me to give her to him. Trapped by those thoughts, I could never confess my feelings, and we parted ways when Saki, who was a year older, graduated from high school.
You must be surprised to hear that was the reason he was so cold to you.
Mom, you knew?
I never would have guessed that was the reason. You're so cute, Kaname.
Saki, don't tease me. 1 month after my mother disowned my brother, the three of us were at the cafe where we used to work. Right now, my mom is exposing my high school secrets, and they're both giggling about it.
Saki was the first one. The first person Kaname showed a strong will not to give up to his brother. Before that, he would give up anything so easily, so I was worried. But when I saw that, I was so relieved.
I must have caused my mother so much worry. When I apologized for it, she just smiled as if it was nothing.
I see. That makes me happy. To think you liked me so much you wouldn't give me up for anything. Speaking of which, you went into cooking because you loved Kyoko's food and wanted the kids to eat the same thing, right? Huh? Is that true? Kaname?
Hey, Saki, I haven't told my mom about that, so please stop.
And what's wrong with that? Don't you want her to know that you had something precious you wouldn't give up?
Well, I guess you're right. Saki and my mother's love, all of it is precious to me. Mom, thank you for giving me so much love all these years. On this day, for the first time since my father passed away, I saw my mother cry. Or maybe she had cried many times when I wasn't looking. Something precious you can't give up? Perhaps it's a light that exists in everyone's heart. Something that others cannot defile.
I may have never truly realized how fragile life is until now. Just 1 year ago, a person I had laughed and conversed with until just 6 months ago passed away. Tajimi Shizuya. He passed away from cancer at the young age of 29. He was my brother. Brother. The reality hasn't sunk in. The fact that my brother is gone still feels like a story to me. Something that hasn't truly hit me. The funeral was over, and after stepping out into the lobby, my eyes were drawn to one woman. Who is she? She's beautiful. Is she crying for my brother? Maybe his girlfriend? My brother ran a company. Many people attended his funeral, and there are few who are visibly crying. That's how much she was loved, I suppose. But what will happen to that company now? The funeral is over, and a week has passed. We've gathered at my family's house. It seems they've found my brother's will. Several regrets are read aloud. Delete the computer without checking it. I understand that feeling well. Then, the matter of the company is announced.
Your brother's will says for you to succeed him. Also, read the rest yourself.
My mother hands me the will. Huh? No way. Me? The president? Anyway, it's late, but my name is Tajimi Ryusei. I'm a 27-year-old freelancer. Actually, I may be about to become the president of my brother's company due to his will. But what's it mean to inherit a company? The will says I should ask a woman named Naka Satsuki about it. Honestly, I'm not really interested in inheriting the company. I'm just going because of the will. I don't even know what kind of company my brother ran. And when I go to the address given by the GPS, I'm surprised. Huh? This place? Renting a whole floor in such a prime location. They must be doing well. On the 7th floor of the building, I see Tajimi Imported Furniture Co. written. There's no mistake. No way. My brother was successful all along, even though he was excellent back in school. We used to volunteer at welfare facilities a lot in school and had many conversations. But after we both started working, we rarely saw each other except during the new year, so I didn't know. Anyway, when I go inside, I'm greeted by a woman who bows respectfully.
Are you Tajimi Ryusei? Welcome. My name is Nakasatsuki. I'm temporarily acting as the interim director for now.
Oh, so you're the one. I'm Tajimi Ryusei. My brother.
If you'd like to talk, please have a seat first. This way.
As I lift my head, she guides me with a wave of her hand. Wait, wasn't this the woman crying at my brother's funeral? I briefly thought about it, and I followed her lead into the president's office. So this is where my brother worked. I looked around, feeling somewhat sentimental, but it's clean and well kept. Even after his death, he was clearly well loved by the employees.
I've made tea. Since it will be your company now, please take your time. I see.
Satsuki places the tea before me and, placing her hand on her chest, says with determination,
The condition to inherit President Tajimi Shizuya's company is that you marry me.
What?
Please marry me. Then, Ryusei-san, you will become the president of this company.
What is this woman saying all of a sudden? My mind momentarily stops, trying to process her words. I would like to decline.
Wait, what? You just said what?
Well, I wasn't really interested in managing a company, and I'm not sure about getting married like this. Why would I have to marry someone I've just met to inherit the company?
I can't. That's outrageous. Please reconsider.
Satsuki's face gets closer, and her eyes widen. But my decision doesn't change. I don't have to inherit it. Someone else will handle it just fine, so I refuse.
You can't refuse. Please reconsider.
Is this one of those infinite loop choices?
Ugh, this is getting annoying. You came here because of your brother's will, right? Are you going to ignore his wishes? The stock inheritance is also set to pass to Ryusei. You have no choice but to inherit it. Otherwise, someone shady might take over. And the employees your brother cared about will be left stranded.
Satsuki says, her words firm. So, this is her true self. She was playing nice all along.
I didn't think you'd be this kind of person. You're supposed to be someone more.
I look at her, still troubled, as she tried to act strong while crying. What did my brother tell you? About this, I don't know. I sigh deeply. I'm sorry, but there's someone I'm interested in right now.
What?
Satsuki's eyes widen in surprise. Well, I suppose it makes sense. It's only something I feel in my heart right now. I told you I'm not interested in management, right? She's a freelance coworker of mine. And with the condition being marriage to you, I have no choice but to refuse, right? Eventually, I go home, planning to talk later. Well, I said what I had to say. There's no going back now. Anyway, it's strange to inherit a company on the condition of marrying a specific person. Brother, why did you want me to succeed you? Why this condition? Shall I work? Tomorrow's shift. I wonder if she'll come. Good morning, Hinata-san.
Good morning. Let's do our best today.
The next day, I meet my crush at a part-time job event. Hinata is also a freelancer, but we both do part-time jobs to supplement our living expenses. She's so cute today too. After yesterday, I had already made up my mind. Yes, I was going to ask her out on a date. Now that I had declared it to Satsuki, I needed to take action. Excuse me, Furukawa-san, are you free the day after tomorrow? Next Saturday?
Saturday, you say? That that day I have a wedding for a senior from high school.
Oh, I see. What am I doing? Saturday. I had no desire to stay home and work, so I ended up visiting my brother's grave. Should I give up on Furukawa-san and take over the company? Even if it means an unwanted marriage? Brother... Of course, there's no answer. If I don't take over, and the employees end up really suffering... No! Why should I feel responsible? It was suddenly thrust upon me. I didn't want this. I already refused.
I didn't mean to cause this much trouble.
When I turn to the sound of voices, I see Satsuki and the young couple standing there.
I never expected to meet you here. These are two of our employees.
You're visiting brother's grave?
Is there any other reason I would come here?
I see. It seems my brother was really loved by his employees. To think they would even come to visit his grave. Then, she invites me to talk a little, and we head to a hill just above the cemetery.
I'm sorry for earlier. I was too hasty without considering your feelings.
She apologizes, her hair flowing in the wind. The other two are waiting.
But listen to this. This is your brother's. Shizuya's wish, my wish, the wish of the employees. Everyone wants you, Ryusei-san, to marry me and take over the company.
I lower my head, speechless. These words feel heavy. It's too much to bear. Why though? Why is this happening? I can understand my brother, but you all aren't even blood relatives. If that's the case, then why should you insist on me becoming the president?
Well, you see, there's something even stronger than blood. Our connection is that thing.
Huh?
But I can't say it outright. Your brother was quite cruel, and that's part of the will for me. He told me not to say anything until you remember or marry me and take over the company. It's a bit troublesome.
She gives a slightly mischievous smile. After parting ways with Satsuki, I find myself lost in thought back in my room. What the hell was my brother trying to do? This from just one will? What does anyone gain from this? I don't get it. Let's work. I wonder if Furukawa-san is around. Huh? What? You got married? We are both freelancers and part-time co-workers. We occasionally voice chat for information sharing.
Yeah, I'm a proxy bride at the wedding. I guess I'll be on break from the part-time job for a while.
What is that? Is some weird trend of marriage going around? Anyway, it seems I got turned down without confessing. The next day, I was in a daze.
Do you say so? Wait, what's going on? What language is that? I see. So you were turned down before you even did anything.
I moved to the cafe and ended up telling Satsuki everything in a rush. She offered to listen, so I asked her to help.
Well, it's not the kind of thing you should be saying to someone who wants to make a marriage work and take over a company.
I'm sorry.
Well, even if our positions are different, I hope you can understand some of my feelings. So, what will you do now? Technically, you're free now, aren't you? You can't pass up a beautiful woman like me who wants to marry you.
She looks at me, her gaze piercing, as though testing me. No, if I jump to another woman just because I got turned down, I would be the worst.
You haven't changed. Really, you haven't changed at all.
Hey, is this the part where you laugh?
No. I was saying you haven't changed in the serious parts.
What does that even mean? It hit me with her comment. We must have met somewhere before, but where?
Oh, but I'm sorry. I laughed, so I apologize. Well then, Here's a suggestion. Would you like to do a workplace tour?
A workplace tour?
Yes. I want you to see the company that President Tajimi Shizuya and all the people we care about built.
For some reason, I found myself nodding and agreeing. Well, this had been put off for a while, but there was something my family needed to do. That's right, we had to take care of my brother's belongings. I think he asked us to dispose of the computer without looking inside. As I began working, I noticed a photo on the desk. This takes me back. That was when my brother took me to the welfare facility. I reach for the photo and look at it. It must have been about 10 years ago, and a few memories come rushing back. My brother volunteered often. I went a few times, but can hardly remember the names of the people there. This college-aged woman must be Naka Yayoi, my brother's girlfriend. Naka? Wait, could it be?
Welcome! I'm so glad you came.
Well, of course I came. I promised. A few days later, I visited the company, Tajimi Import, for the workplace tour, as promised.
Anyway, welcome! As the name suggests, this is a company that imports and sells furniture from the US, Asia, and Europe. We primarily operate online, but if you want, we also take custom orders. The office handles purchasing, sales, and system management, while we have separate staff for the warehouse. We've been putting our customers first since the company was established, and it's grown steadily to this size.
Satsuki explains enthusiastically, and the employees seem energetic. It looks like a good company. However, I was observing the company from a slightly different perspective.
Well, I guess this is it.
After finishing the detailed explanation of the company, Satsuki relaxed just a little bit. It must be a source of pride for her, this company. Her explanation was filled with energy. By the way, do you prioritize hiring people from welfare facilities here?
Yeah, that's right. It's the president's policy, so no one feels inferior. Well, huh?
Wait! You spit on me!
Hold on! When did you notice? You should have said something you knew!
Whoa! Don't freak out and spit on my face like that! That was probably how unexpected it was for her, to have me remember. I saw in my brother's room, he had treasured old photos on display. And those people I saw in the office, they were from the welfare facility, right? You wouldn't notice unless you pay attention, but their features and presence were still there. The young couple I saw at the grave the other day, they were kids in elementary school back then. I didn't notice. Satsuki, you were the girl who used to argue with me whenever we went to the facility. 10 years have passed. I never thought the girl who was so rebellious would turn into such a beautiful, mature woman. The sisters from the facility. She's the younger one, and her older sister was my brother's girlfriend. By the way, how's Yayoi? Is she doing okay? When I ask, Satsuki briefly shudders and drops her face.
She passed away. Same cancer as Shizuya. It was a long battle.
I see. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had no idea this happened.
I didn't tell you, did I? Shizuya never admitted it either. When my sister passed away, and then Shizuya, you know.
Hey, wait. Could it be the reason we need to marry and take over the company? At this point, the information fits together, making it easy to guess.
Yeah. It's the company they built together. My sister and Shizuya.
That's why my brother didn't leave it to just anyone. He entrusted to his own siblings, his brother and sister, to replace them.
So let me say it again. Marry me, and let's take over the company together.
Satsuki extends her hand with a serious expression, as if she's bearing the responsibility of making this happen. In fact, it probably is. Alright, I'll answer sincerely. But I refuse.
Huh?
Satsuki looks dumbfounded by my response.
Geez, after all that, how could you not agree to a happy ending? Hold on. I'll punch you in the face, so come closer. I'll wake you up.
And she clenches her fist. Is she serious? Wait, let me explain. Don't clench your fists. You're rushing it. Become the president, get married. If I accept both, there's no turning back.
Well, that's true, but...
Satsuki reluctantly admits, but it's clear she knows. Besides, I just got rejected and I have my own job. You expect me to switch gears suddenly?
That's true, but...
You're too caught up in the will. If we can't consider each other's circumstances, even if we get married, it won't work.
But I can't stay the temporary director forever. And the company, everyone.
That's why I'm saying not to rush it. It's the company's internal affairs, and even as a temporary director, there should be some time, right?
You're going to refuse, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll refuse. If it's about getting married because of the will, and taking over the company because of the will, then I'll refuse. There are surely many things we'll have to work out between us, so... Let's put everything aside for now, and put it on hold. Can't we just enjoy our reunion honestly? I gently hold her hand. Yes, we haven't even done something as simple as this yet. If we get married just because of the will and without any feelings, I'll definitely regret it. We haven't seen each other for 10 years. First, I want to have a normal conversation with an old friend.
Do you say? Yeah, that's true.
After the discussion, Satsuki continues to manage the company for now. In exchange, I am working as a freelancer in the president's office. I was asked to show up every now and then. The employees are mostly from the welfare facility that my brother and Yayoi had helped. They don't blame me for not making a decision right away, and are watching over me.
Graphic designer, huh? That's impressive. Maybe you could apply that skill here, as the president?
Such an obvious recruitment! Well, I think the skills could be useful though.
Well, let's drink tonight.
You came again? Afterward, Satsuki started visiting my place often as a friend.
Shut up! I'm going to get you to fall for me tonight with my charm. Hey! Don't laugh!
Don't tell anyone! And why do you know about my dark past? Was it my brother?
It was from my sister. Well, actually, it's from Shizuya. It's fine, it's cute.
We laughed together. This is probably for the best. From now on, we'll build a relationship. If we had married and taken over the company without going through this process, we probably would have been awkward with each other. A year and a half later, we entered a romantic relationship and got married. At the same time, I officially became the president. Well, it was tough, but it's going to be even tougher from now on.
Hey, do you say? Are you sure you don't regret marrying me?
No, I was about to say, but the MC took the microphone and raised her voice.
Now I will read a message from Tajimi Shizuya.
Huh? Ryusei, Satsuki, congratulations on your marriage. Knowing you two, I'm sure you didn't follow my will exactly. Ryusei probably rejected it, right? But if this letter is being read, then... Well, it worked out somehow, and you're married. Congratulations. I genuinely wish you both well. The company has been passed to you. I won't complain about that. I just want you two to be happy. Live long for me and Yayoi. That's all. After the host finishes reading the letter, she hands it to us. Later, I learned that the letter was one that would only be open if I married Satsuki and took over the company. Jeez, leaving a letter like this.
Typical of Shizuya, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll proudly tell people someday. We lived happily, hand in hand.
When I was in elementary school, we were asked to write about our future dreams in class.
Your dream is to be a CEO? That's why you're an idiot, haha. You can't just vaguely decide to become a CEO, Joji.
One day, while I was doing that homework next to my mom as she prepared dinner, my older brother, who had just come home from his club activities, made fun of me like that.
It's none of your business, bro.
Now. It's good to have all sorts of dreams. When you were in elementary school, Kazushi, your dream of being a businessman was pretty vague too, wasn't it?
Mine has specificity. It means choosing a profession that fits the changing trends of the times, Mom.
My brother, unlike me, was the brilliant type, and he was probably right about having specificity. But it really pissed me off to be shot down like that.
So, you guys don't have any dreams of taking over our diner, huh?
Well, our family is poor.
My brother and I couldn't help but say it in unison in response to our dad's grumbling, and we exchanged awkward, bitter smiles. We were brothers who weren't particularly interested in each other, and that relationship didn't change even when we become adults. But now that I'm 26, reality is starting to sink in. My brother was the right one. The proof is that he became a businessman, and I failed to become a CEO. Failing would have been one thing, but I blew through our parents' insurance money, and even racked up debt. I failed at starting my own business. It was a video production company I started with my college friends, but it fell apart within a few years. The people I thought were my friends scattered like spiders, leaving me with nothing but debt. At a loss, I decided to visit my parents' grave since it happened to be the Obon festival. My parents ran a humble diner and were always struggling with rent and loan payments. Still, I can't thank them enough for scrimping and saving to send both of us to college. Dad, I get sending my brilliant brother, but you don't have to force me to go to college too.
You're gonna be a CEO, right, Joji? You should learn everything you can. Besides, don't worry about it. We can manage, so it's not like it's impossible.
Thank you. I'll make sure to succeed. I'll succeed in the future and be a good son to them, but that resolution was shattered all too easily. That's because right after I turned 20, both of my parents died in a car accident. It was a single car accident on a mountain road. From the dashcam footage, it was clear that the accident happened when they swerved to avoid a deer that had jumped out. Why, so suddenly?
Dad, Mom.
And so, a small amount of insurance money was left to my brother and me.
Why don't you entrust your insurance money to me too? I promise you won't lose anything.
My brother had apparently invested his insurance money. Last year, when the Japanese stock market plummeted, he even invited me to join him. But unfortunately, by that point, I had already blown most of it on my business. Sorry bro, that's the situation, so I can't get on board even if I want to. I remembered his stunned expression, whether it was from surprise or worry. Well, it's all in the past now. Muttering to myself, I offered flowers and sweets at my parents' grave. The sweets were castella cake, which my dad loved when he was alive. I took 2 slices out of the box, placed them on the paper plate, and offered them. They say you can still enjoy the aroma after you're gone, so I hope you enjoy it even a little. Then, I lit the candle and incense sticks. As I slowly closed my eyes and put my hands together, tears naturally welled up. I'm sorry for being such a worthless son. I'm sure my brother will take care of things for me, so please forgive me. It was just as I was asking for such forgiveness that I heard a rustling sound nearby. An animal? I thought, and when I opened my eyes, I was stunned by the sight. A ghost? No, that's not it. Hey. I'm impressed. A grave robber in broad daylight, and right in front of me. The person who emerged from behind the grave was, as I thought, a young woman.
I'm so sorry. I haven't eaten properly in a week. I couldn't help myself.
The story she told while prostrating herself on the ground was a bit hard to believe in this day and age. But just as I thought that, the woman's stomach growled loudly.
I'm so sorry to ask, but I won't ask for a whole slice. Even half would be enough. Could you please share some with me?
She's got some nerve making demands in this situation. I'll be taking it home soon anyway. If I abandoned her here, in a place like this, I feel like I'd be cursed. With that thought, I offered her the rest of the castella.
All of it? Are you sure? Delicious! What is this? I've never had castella like this before.
The moment I handed her the castella, the woman began to devour it like a wild animal. I was amazed by her complete lack of manners. Of course it's delicious. It's a high-grade Gosan Yaki castella that costs nearly 4,000 yen for a whole loaf.
You're rich.
I'm not. I just splurged on it because I thought it might be my last.
Last?
Never mind. For some reason, I don't feel that way anymore. So, why are you doing this? Are you homeless?
No. I have a place, but I'm so busy paying rent and for lessons that I don't have enough for food.
Lessons?
I'm a voice actress. Well, I don't have any work, so I'm not sure if I can really call myself one.
Thank you for the meal. After saying that, the woman began to tell me her story bit by bit.
I came to Tokyo against my parents' wishes and graduated from a voice acting vocational school. But I keep failing auditions. I know it's my fault for not joining an agency, but I'm not good with people, and while I was worrying about it, I missed my chance. Still, I have to pay for rent and lessons, so I'm barely getting by with part-time jobs.
No, you're not getting by if it comes to this.
Alright. And today is Obon, so I thought maybe I'd find some food offerings.
I thought that line of thinking was already pretty far gone, but I decided not to point it out.
But it seems everyone takes their offerings home, so there was nothing. And that's when you showed up and,
I'm Joji Kakuta.
Oh! I'm Minori Nono.
We both gave a wry smile at the strange timing of our introductions. I'm telling you, it's for your own good. Shouldn't you go back to your parents' house, Inori?
No way! Becoming a voice actress is my dream. I've only just gotten my foot in the door.
Her eyes were sparkling. It's amazing how she hasn't given up on her dream, even while doing something like begging for food. Thinking about it makes me feel like an idiot for getting depressed over a little debt. Maybe the challenge is just beginning. Besides, I thought to myself as I looked at Inori. A voice actress, huh? I worked with a few in my previous video production job. Maybe this is fate. Hey, Inori, have you ever thought about becoming a VTuber?
A VTuber?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty viable side job for a voice actress.
Mr. Kakuta, are you from a VTuber agency?
No, I'm starting one.
Eh?
I know an illustrator who's also a VTuber for my previous job. I have a connection to get the model made. I'll cover the initial investment so you won't have to take any risks. Though she was clearly put off, Inori hesitated. After a moment's thought, she looked at me with a steady gaze.
Why are you giving me this chance?
Whether it's a chance or not is up to you. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. I saw you and thought I'd like to take a gamble.
Are you the one who's drowning, Mr. Kakuta? Not me?
Well, in this case, I guess we both are. We joked around, but I could tell we had both made up our minds. In the summer of my 26th year, in front of my parents' grave, I was getting a fresh start in life. Meanwhile, my brother, who worked at a major advertising agency, was in a conference room for a project proposal meeting.
I propose using a VTuber for this project. They have great potential at a relatively low cost.
The one who spoke up was my brother's subordinate, Satomi Nishida.
VTubers, huh? Even if you say VTuber, the quality varies widely from top to bottom. I assume you chose a top-tier one, of course. But using a major agency would cost as much as, or even more than a real-life idol. On the other hand, relying on an unproven newcomer is too risky.
However, there are newcomers who show potential.
Potential, you say? What if that bet doesn't pay off? What matters is a proven track record, not potential.
I believe what's important isn't whether they have a track record, but whether they have passion right now. Passion is hard to quantify, so a newcomer with passion is relatively low cost. Recently, younger audiences are more exposed to VTubers and streamers than to television.
I acknowledge your enthusiasm, but what advertising needs is reliability, not emotion. Risks are unacceptable.
That's true, but
We should use a popular idol group for this project. And I think we should go with a traditional plan centered around TV commercials and billboard and banner ads. We can embed QR codes into ads to link them with social media.
In the end, my brother pushed through his foolproof plan.
is this expensive computer really for me?
A few days later, I was setting up streaming equipment in Inori's room. It's a necessary expense. It's on an installment plan, and my debt will only increase by a little anyway.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
If we can make money with this, it won't be a problem. Besides, I'll be working multiple part-time jobs until we're stable. And so, our new business venture got off to a great start. First, I used the connection from my previous job to commission a character from a popular illustrator and VTuber. Thanks to that, we were able to generate a certain amount of buzz, even before her debut, which was a huge advantage.
Wow, she's so cute! I get to play a character like this?
The concept is a ghost VTuber that I met and scouted at a cemetery. Pretty much what happened. Her name is Iori Yoan. It's close to your name, Inori, so you should be able to react naturally.
Thank you for everything. I'll do my best. And then I said while prostrating myself, I won't ask for a whole slice. Half is fine, please share. Whoa, she's got some nerve. My sincerity must have gotten through because I got all of it. I think he was just taken aback by you, not moved by your sincerity. It's not much, but go get something to eat with this. Wow, thank you for the super chat, Haru Haru.
While working part-time, I took on the roles of producing Iori and handled all the video editing. And within a year, the ghost VTuber Iori Yoan had become a reasonably popular streamer. We're finally, just barely, starting to turn a profit from streaming.
Really? Yay!
And we're also getting corporate sponsorship offers for Iori Yoan, a product promotion and a voice acting role in a commercial.
A voice acting job? Thank you, Mr. Kakuta.
Of course, it's your dream. We'll be actively taking these on.
What about your dream of becoming a CEO? Is it coming true?
You're already making it come true for me. Although, being a CEO who also works part-time isn't exactly glamorous yet. I wish I were a Superman like my brother, who can handle both work and investments.
You have a brother? Is he a CEO too?
No, my brother played it safe and works as a businessman at a major advertising agency.
It's rare for you to misread the times like this. Do you dislike VTubers?
I had no doubt that my brother was successful, but at that very moment, he was being summoned by his manager.
No, I understand it's a passing trend. It's just that when you consider stability, it's inevitably not an option.
Stability, huh? The client's request was for a viral project targeting young people. It's true that the ad for this project did achieve the initial intended results. But it's bad that a rival company went viral with a VTuber. This can't be called a success.
That's right, my brother, who had rejected Satomi Nishida's idea and pushed his own, ended up making a rival company go viral.
Unfortunately, a VTuber collaboration campaign launched by a rival company went even more viral on social media. From the client's perspective, this is a failure. It's no surprise they didn't renew the contract.
I'm truly sorry. Should I have used a VTuber like Nishida suggested? But would that have produced better results than what we have now?
Also, I heard that the idea of using a VTuber was brought up during the meeting. Why was it rejected? I understand the stability issue, but did you not see any potential at all?
I'm sorry, it was due to my lack of knowledge.
That's not what I mean. There's a limit to what one person can learn. That's why you need to utilize your subordinates more effectively, and sometimes you need to entrust them with things. You're talented, but only when you're working alone. You should bear in mind that you're still immature as a leader. Sometimes it's important to trust your subordinates when they see great potential in something, instead of judging everything by your own values.
Those words somehow reminded my brother of the time he had dismissed my dream long ago.
I'll take care of the issue of losing this contract. I'm counting on you next time.
So, does that mean I have to adopt my subordinate's plan even if mine is superior? What does it mean to trust in business? For the first time, my brilliant brother felt a sense of doubt. That night, during a break from working overtime, my brother was scrolling through social media, browsing some VTuber posts. He was mainly looking at up-and-coming newcomers and mid-tier talents, but...
A corporate sponsorship and a voice acting job in a commercial, huh? That's some serious passion, but I've never heard of this agency.
He happened to come across a post by Iori Yoan. He peeked at her stream out of curiosity, and found it filled with fans laughing at her poor life stories and comments praising her production.
The method of eliciting empathy on a low budget is quite impressive.
Muttering that to himself, my brother, out of habit, quickly looked up information about her agency and was shocked.
What? CEO Joji Kakuta? It doesn't seem to be someone with the same name. I heard his previous video production company wasn't doing well, but I had no idea he'd started something like this. How ridiculous.
He casually picked up the photo of her parents that sat in the corner of his desk. Seeing his reckless brother achieving success, something stirred deep in his chest.
I need to create an even more perfect plan to meet my manager's expectations.
However, my brother failed to grasp the reason why his manager deliberately didn't place the blame on him personally. Furthermore, losing the client's trust was the first setback my brother had ever experienced. As a result, while searching for a way to recover, my brother decided to take a huge gamble on a new campaign for a major beverage company.
For this project, we're hiring one of the industry's top talents, Masayoshi Nagai.
Mr. Nagai, that runs the risk of going over budget.
The client is a major company. As long as we get results, it won't be a problem. We're gonna put on the most extravagant event possible. Next time, no matter what goes viral, we can't afford to lose to our competitors.
A plentiful budget and a national talent who has been at the top of the TV industry for years. It should have been a perfect plan.
He's late. He should have been on the set by now.
We've just received information that Mr. Nagai is retiring from the entertainment industry. There's a scandal about him in this week's magazine that just came out.
What? What kind of scandal?
It's about the sexual assault of a former female announcer.
No way. He's a highly likable celebrity. This will ruin his commercial value. No, this is not the time to be thinking about that. How can we recover from this? There's no way we can book another big-name celebrity at this point.
This is impossible. We have to take this back to the office.
Ugh.
Unable to prepare a backup plan, my brother's team fell into chaos. As a result, it was confirmed that the campaign would not start on schedule, and the enraged client terminated the contract. The company suffered a loss of several hundred million yen, and my brother was held responsible, leading to an emergency inquiry meeting within the company.
There were no preparations for prior risks, and you went over budget. How do you explain this?
The talent scandal was unforeseeable. However, the plan itself...
Regarding the budget, we advised against it multiple times, but it was Section Chief Kakuta who forced it through. Furthermore, the alternative plans and social media strategies were proposed were all rejected, and we were told to do things the old-fashioned way.
So you're saying you proceeded on your own, ignoring the opinions of your team?
Mr. Kakuta's policy was indeed based on past successes. This time he was just unlucky.
I don't think this loss can be dismissed as bad luck.
That's right. However, if this had been based on the team's consensus, there might have been a way to defend it. Since it's clear that you proceeded on your own, the conclusion has been reached. We can no longer entrust you with a position of responsibility.
Damn it!
His manager's sharp eyes suddenly distorted with what looked like regret.
I thought you would learn. I'm disappointed.
Regarding the losses from this matter, we will officially notify you of a transfer and disciplinary action, considering it a failure of your command and judgment.
And with that, the meeting concluded matter-of-factly. No one spoke to him. No one met his eyes. Only the merciless sound of chairs being pushed back echoed in the room. My brother had been relegated to an insignificant post. In the office, no one spoke to him, and my brother's isolation deepened.
My strategy shouldn't have been wrong.
No one directly said you were wrong. And yet, every attitude, every glance told him that it was so.
But this is the result.
His coldness and lack of flexibility had caused him to lose all trust. While being swamped with meaningless work day after day, my brother never gave up his habit of following trends. That's why one day, while working overtime, he came across something unexpected on social media. It was a live stream of an event where I, Joji Kakuta, and Iori Yoan were on stage.
The CEO is making a public appearance? Just like that show-off.
Before he knew it, Iori Yoan was solidifying her position as a mid-tier VTuber. And I was gaining attention in the industry as her producer and CEO.
I'm so grateful to CEO Kakuta for picking me up. He gave someone like me the first step towards my dream. I really had nothing, you know? I was so hungry I was wandering around a cemetery. Is that part for real? Whoa, no wonder she calls herself a stray ghost VTuber. Honestly, why did you pick me up?
I guess it was fate in the end, and your desperation? I just felt like I could count on you. My brother watched me smile as I said that through the live stream. In that moment, a memory of her family laughing together at her parents' diner flashed through his mind. Perhaps it was because my passion and belief in human relationships resembled our parents' way of life, valuing the heart even when poor.
Where did I go wrong? Dad, Mom.
Gazing at her parents' photo, my brother muttered to himself. Shortly after, my brother submitted his resignation and left the major advertising agency. None of his colleagues tried to stop him from leaving.
I just wanted to escape poverty, seek stability, and work myself to the bone. I think I'll go see Dad and Mom for the first time in a while.
He muttered to himself. Before he knew it, the Obon season had arrived. How long has it been since I've had a break at this time of year? My brother wondered as he looked up at the blue sky. Meanwhile, I had used Castella as bait to get Inori to come with me to visit the grave.
The incense has burned out. Can I eat the offering now?
Sure, but don't devour it all at once like last time. It's bad for you.
I know. You should have some too, boss.
Yeah, you go ahead and eat. I have something to take care of. Looking around, I spotted the person I was looking for hiding, and I approached and called out to him. I saw the flowers and the incense was still burning, so I figured you were nearby, bro.
I wasn't hiding. I was just on my way home.
I see. I murmured naturally, seeing a reflection of my last year's self in my brother's appearance. I heard you quit the advertising agency, but you still have the assets you made from investing, right?
That? Actually, around the time I suggested you invest, I had already failed at margin trading. I was facing a margin call. And since I couldn't pay it, my assets were forcibly liquidated. Instead of assets, I ended up with debt.
You're kidding. I'm sorry, bro. If I hadn't blown the insurance money on my business back then.
No, it's fine. In fact, I feel better now that I've said it. I guess losing my job and everything else made it possible for me to be honest.
So we both not only lost the insurance money, but also ended up in debt.
Yeah, maybe we're more alike than we thought.
After we both had a good laugh, I quietly said something to my brother. Bro, if you're ever in real trouble, let me know. We're the only family we have left.
I'll do my best.
Just then, Inori's voice echoed from a distance.
Boss! The Castella talent is going to be all gone.
Without the flexibility to trust and delegate to others, perhaps even the most talented person can't succeed. But my brother now, I'm sure he'll be fine. For some reason, I had a strong feeling about that.
This is a Yukita RX-7. Cool, right? A Yukita RX-7? That's right. It has a rotary engine, so it's super fast. Wow, so cool.
Being a shy kid, I was always looked after by my cheerful and clever younger brother, who was a year younger than me, both in kindergarten and elementary school. The only thing I was better at than my brother was my knowledge of cars. Whenever I talked about them, his eyes would light up as he listened.
When I grow up, I'm gonna buy a Yukita car. Then I'll give you a ride, Yuji, just like Dad does. Really? Yeah, we'll go for a drive together. To the mountains, the sea, the amusement park. We can go anywhere. Yay, thanks, big bro.
To our young minds, the house was the entire world. So just by racing our toy cars, using the furniture as mountains and roads, we felt like we were traveling the world together. These days are a precious memory I'll never forget. So where did it all go so wrong?
Going to the library again today? Still spending your lunch break all alone, big bro.
It's not that I don't have anyone to talk to, I just wanted to read a book by myself. Time passed, and by my second year of middle school, I, Taichi Mikumo, was constantly being looked down upon by my younger brother, Yuji Mikumo.
Oh, I see. Well, take your time then.
Yuji was a popular kid, the complete opposite of a gloomy person like me. He never had a shortage of people to hang out with, and as soon as he saw me off, he joined his friends and started chatting.
He wasn't like this in elementary school. Yuji, why?
Until Yuji graduated from elementary school, we often spent time together, both in and out of school. But he changed completely after starting middle school, and it's been like this ever since.
Maybe he got tired of me and started to hate me because I'm such a downer, and he always had to help me wherever we went.
I used to have friends my age a little while ago, but they've all drifted away, and now I'm a complete loner. I wish I could have told her parents about Yuji's snide remarks.
Big bro, a friend gave me some tasty looking snacks as a souvenir today. Let's eat them together.
Yuji. Unbelievably, at home, Yuji was like a different person, acting all friendly and affectionate towards me. It will be difficult to explain this sudden change to our parents and have them understand. Thinking that, I couldn't even bring myself to talk to our parents about Yuji's behavior. Despite those uncomfortable days, I had no problems with my grades and graduated from the university's engineering department. Having grown into a full-fledged car enthusiast, just as I was in my childhood, I got an office job at a mid-sized car dealership called Mobility Hinata. A sales position where I could talk about the charm of cars, or a mechanic position where I could work on them directly were both appealing, but with my communication skills and stamina, I doubt they would have hired me. The last option left for me was an office job. I pitched my car knowledge and passion to the manager, and somehow managed to squeeze through the narrow gate for the few available positions. And so I got a job and started living on my own, away from home. Not having to see Yuji anymore was honestly a relief. I thought I could finally get some distance from him for a while, but...
Are you managing without me? You're not eating lunch alone every day, are you, big bro?
He sends me a message about once a week. The first time I saw it, I couldn't believe his persistence. It's obviously just to harass me, so I guess I don't need to reply. It'll be easier if I could just block him. Yuji's harassment continued, but on the other hand, my life as a working adult was fulfilling. It was July, and I had gotten completely used to my job. Good work out there in sales, Takaishi. That last customer seemed really satisfied.
Oh, thanks, Taichi. Yeah, I even closed the deal. It's all thanks to you teaching me so much about cars.
He's Ryusei Takaishi. He's a colleague who joined the sales team this year as a new graduate, and he's secretly known both inside and outside the company for being incredibly handsome.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask. Taichi, would you like to go to the pool with me on our next day off?
Huh? The pool?
Yeah, I haven't made any plans to go to the pool this year, so I thought why not just the two of us?
What's this about a pool? I want to go too. Take me with you.
Whoa, Kyoko! She's Kyoko Sarayama, another new graduate who joined the sales team this year. She's great at her job and stunningly beautiful, and she gets really close.
Damn it, you always get in my way.
Surrounded by these two kind colleagues and friends, and the cars I love, I enjoy my work every day. The prom is Sunday. I wonder how long it's been since I had a sleepless night in anticipation of the next day.
Whoa, this is amazing. It's quite a sight to see so many different pools.
Hey, I want to go to that lazy river over there. It looks so fun. And that water slide too.
Yeah. Oh, but first, I need to put some sunscreen on you, Taichi.
Whoa, I can put on sunscreen myself, it's fine.
Don't be so cold.
Takaishi.
Don't tell me, you're not planning on letting anyone else put sunscreen on you, are you?
No, that's not it, Takaishi. This is...
Oh, Kyoko, you! I swear I only had less than pure intentions.
Annihilate.
Ah!
Huh? Where's my goggles? Where are they? I must have dropped them somewhere? When things get like this, there's no straight man to keep us in check. We're counting on you, the viewers. So, after our psycho breaks and playing in the pool, it was now noon. Kyoko and Takaishi went to buy us lunch, but...
Huh? Why is my loner big bro at the pool?
Yuji? The person who appeared before me as I was saving our spot was, of all people, my younger brother, Yuji Mikumo. He's currently a 4th-year student in the engineer department at the same university I attended. He should be in the middle of job hunting, but I guess he came to hang out and take a break.
For my brother, who's supposed to have no friends to be at a pool, don't tell me you came alone.
I came with my friends, okay? Why are you here, Yuji?
Of course, I came with my friends. My girlfriend is here too, see?
Yuji gestured with his eyes towards a group of handsome guys and beautiful girls, chatting away cheerfully during their break.
You don't have to pretend you came with friends. If you're a loner, just say so. Since you're my brother, I can make a special exception and let you join our group.
What are you doing?
And who might you be?
I'm Taichi's friend. I don't know who you are, but if you're here to harass him, could you please go away?
If you're too persistent, I'll call a staff member.
Harassment? Don't be ridiculous. We were just having a little chat.
With just that, Yuji walked back to his own group.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. He's actually my little brother.
Your brother? Now that you mention it, they do look alike. But his attitude didn't seem like a brother's at all.
He's been like this ever since middle school. He used to be really kind in elementary school, always helping me out because I was so shy. I guess he just got fed up with me. I was always the one being helped, and I could never act like a proper older brother. On top of that, I hadn't had any friends since middle school. An older brother like me must be embarrassing from a younger brother's perspective. I can't complain, even if Yuji hates me.
I see. I'm an outsider, so please forgive me if I'm saying something wrong. I don't think you're the kind of person someone would get fed up with, because you've helped us so many times.
Huh?
It was mid-May.
Such a sudden change in tone. Could this story be about...
When a princess, that is me, was struggling to answer a customer's niche question about their car, a prince appeared, gallantly bringing tea. His swordsmanship? I mean, the way he explained even the most obscure details at lightning speed? I was completely mesmerized.
Is this some kind of fairy tale?
This is so embarrassing. Please stop.
You're finally looking cheerful again. You don't have to worry. You're kind, and you have a charming personality. So don't put yourself down so much. It doesn't matter if you're shy.
We really like you.
That's right. I can work hard at sales because you support me, and I have a great time both working and hanging out with you. If you had a rough time in your school days, just forget about it and let's make a lot of memories together from now on.
You too. Thank you. I'm so glad I met you. I'm truly blessed with great colleagues. As I realized this, we ate our lunch and laughed together. And from a distance, a figure was staring at us.
Yuji! Hey, are you listening, Yuji?
Big bro, I was wondering why you weren't replying to my messages, and you're with these people.
Completely ignoring his girlfriend's words, Yuji was staring intently at me. After a fun holiday at the pool, it feels like our bond has grown even stronger. But a week after we went to the pool...
Huh? You're...
Well, we meet again.
All three of us couldn't believe our eyes. For some reason, Yuji had appeared at the shop, led by our manager. What's wrong? Do you know each other?
Well, manager. Haha, yeah, sort of.
Actually, I'm Taichi Mikumo's younger brother, and I know them as well.
I thought you had the same last name, so that's why he came in for a job interview with us. It'll be lively if he joins us. If you have time later, you're welcome to talk before you go.
And so the manager and Yuji went off for a tour of the shop and the interview. After they were out of sight, we, who happened to be free with no customers around, quickly started talking.
I thought that guy hated you, Taichi. Is he insane, applying for a job here?
This is going too far. Would he really go as far as getting a job just to harass you?
Yuji, why? About an hour later, Yuji's appointment seemed to be over. Seeing Yuji say goodbye to the manager and about to leave, Kyoko and the others...
If he gets a job here, it's going to be a disaster. It's our break time anyway, so I'm going to go talk to him.
Right. We don't have enough information to consult the manager yet. I'll go with you.
Then I'm going too. I can't just leave it all to you two.
No, Taichi. You should wait here. We don't know what he might say to you.
If his real purpose is to harass you, we can't just let him see you. Leave it to us.
It seemed like they weren't going to back down. Feeling guilty, I replied okay and decided to wait for them.
Hey, you. Do you really think you can just walk away like that?
What are you thinking, trying to get a job at our company?
As Yuji was about to leave, Kyoko and Takaishi stopped him. Yuji turned around with a theatrical smile.
Ah, it's you two. Harassment? Don't be ridiculous. I came here to help all of you. As you can see, my brother is a total introvert and a bit unreliable when it comes to working alone. Oh, and since I'm here, let me give you a brotherly warning. My brother is not used to women. He might stare at a beautiful woman like you impolitely. Not only that, but he's also known to steal things out of jealousy towards handsome men like you. You seem to be quite close, but it will be better for you to leave my brother to me and stay away from him.
The two of them listened silently until Yuji's words trailed off, but...
That's ridiculous. There's no way Taichi would ever do something like that.
Of course, what Yuji said was all lies, and it seems they both saw right through it.
Right after I started my job, there was a time I was feeling down because my sales weren't going well. He listened to my complaints without a single grumble, and taught me all sort of things about cars. It's no exaggeration to say that I'm able to do sales now because of Taichi. I want to be with him no matter what, so you can forget about telling me to stay away.
If you say that, you'll be tripped up. My brother is...
Hey, you.
Kyoko, who had been listening quietly, cut Yuji off.
What is it? You don't understand your brother at all, do you?
What?
Kyoko's words froze the air on the spot. And for some reason, an irritated Yuji's expression began to contort with anger.
What do you know about my brother? You haven't even known him for half a year.
Takaishi's eyes widened at Yuji's sudden outburst.
What are you so angry about all of a sudden? And besides, you talk bad about him, so why are you trying to take care of him? Coming for an interview today means you must have already applied when you came to the pool, right?
My brother can't live without me. After all, I promised I would protect him. I understand my brother better than anyone, more than anyone else in the world. My brother is shy, and he'd be isolated and helpless everywhere he went without me. And yet, he's forgotten that he can't do anything without me. That's why I have to catch up to where my brother is, work in the same place, and support him.
So, in other words, you're obsessed with him.
It seems what drove him this far wasn't hatred for me, but a pathological obsession. Now we can explain the risks of hiring Yuji to the manager. Just as the two were about to wrap up the conversation. You've been spreading those rumors about me all this time to isolate me, haven't you, Yuji?
Huh?
Taichi, I told you to wait in the shop.
Big bro, no, this is...
I finally understand why my friends started to drift away so unnaturally after you started middle school. You were popular and had the trust of everyone, regardless of whether they were classmates, upperclassmen, or underclassmen. If you spread nasty rumors about your gloomy older brother, they would have spread like wildfire. When we were kids, I was really shy, and you always helped me. And all this time, you've been thinking about me.
Yeah, that's right. I was all you needed, big bro. I was enough. I just wanted you to understand that.
What you did, even if it was out of concern for me, is not something I can easily forgive.
Huh? No, that's not it. It was all for you, big bro. Don't say that.
As Yuji pleaded, a memory he had replayed over and over in his mind came flooding back.
I have to protect my big bro no matter what.
No matter where we went, Yuji always guided me, the shy and often isolated one. Yuji, who even felt a sense of responsibility for doing so, also felt joy in the fact that it had to be him.
He's different from my other friends. Big bro needs me. No one can replace me.
However, due to our age difference, there were times when we couldn't be in the same school. I entered middle school first, and a year later, he anxiously followed me to the same school, but...
Big bro, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finally in middle school too.
Yeah, right? The new model is so cool.
Huh? Big bro, why are you with someone else? You're getting by just fine without me. Does that mean you don't need me anymore?
Unable to accept this reality and feeling betrayed, Yuji used his popularity to spread rumors and isolate me. And at home, he monopolized me, satisfying his own dependence on me.
After hearing Taichi's story at the pool and seeing your behavior, I understood the twisted nature of your brotherly relationship. You were lonely because your beloved older brother no longer relied solely on you. In the end, you were the one who couldn't live without your brother. The moment you felt your purpose in life the most was when you were protecting your brother, wasn't it?
That's...
Even when surrounded by many friends, there was an emptiness in his heart that couldn't be filled. To fill that void, Yuji had been desperately trying to get my attention. Do you remember the Yukita RX-7?
That was your favorite, big bro.
I remember. I said that when I grew up, I'd take you for a drive in that car. Of course, that car went out of production a long time ago. But I remember my promise, and I still have the toy car. I thought that with it, maybe we could make up. Back then, we could travel the world, our home, with just a small toy car. But we've grown up. This world isn't just for the two of us, just for us anymore. From now on, it's not just you and me. We have to meet, interact with, and befriend all sorts of people. And I've met these wonderful colleagues who care about me so much. If you try to take them away from me, then I don't want anything to do with you anymore. And don't send me any more messages. I turn and walk away. Yuji reaches out a hand to my back as if to cling to me.
Big bro, wait, big bro! Do you have any idea how much I've done for you?
Done for him? By spreading nasty rumors and isolating him?
You're the worst. There's a limit to how selfish you can be.
You don't know anything. It's because of me that my brother...
How pathetic. If you truly cared about him, you think about how much he suffered because of your obsession.
With those parting words, Kyoko and Takaishi also went back inside the shop. Yuji stood there for a while, looking frustrated, before eventually trudging away from the front of the shop. Afterward, Yuji, having lost his spiritual pillar, went off the rails and was dumped by the girlfriend he was just casually dating. Furthermore, his extreme obsession with his brother was exposed to his friends, who were put off by it, and he ended up a loner.
Big bro can get by without me now. He looks so happy surrounded by all those people.
Kyoko and Takaishi had explained the risks of hiring him to the manager, and she understood. But Yuji no longer felt like working at the same place, and withdrew his application himself. Time passed, and it was now autumn. I was driving with Kyoko and Takaishi in my car, on our way to Nagano Prefecture. This place is famous as a highland driving route where you can see beautiful autumn leaves.
Damn it, I wanted to ride in the passenger seat. You're not fair, Kyoko.
I'm better at support. Too bad for you.
I still don't understand the meaning of that argument, but I'm just enjoying the lively atmosphere that I never got to experience in my school days. Oh, you two, we're about to see the autumn leaves.
Really? They're so beautiful.
Whoa, I've only ever seen stuff like this on TV.
Haha, you're right. I've always wanted to give the people I care about a ride in my car, so I'm glad I could come on a drive with everyone. As I say this, the image of a certain person is also in my mind. Human connections expand over time. Yuji, who has come to understand this, is surely growing somewhere right now. In time, the twisted conflict between the brothers was resolved, and the day they'd enjoy the drive they dreamed of as kids was not so far in the future.